think we've got the market opening first rates coming up, 25,227. The Sensex at 82,400. And, just starting with basically a reflection of what we had overnight as well. Overnight, you had a nice rebound coming through. And I think it's showing up here as well. The Nifty Bank ended in the green. It's now slipped into the red a little bit, but just absolutely flat. We've got mid-cap index, which is up about 0.4. By the way, the market breadth was 2:1 in favor of declines. Although, if you had to find volumes on stocks, it was all on stocks which were higher. So, lots of single stock action. That's why it didn't feel like market breadth was negative or broader market was selling off or anything of that sort. We have a flattish kind of rate now in the Nifty Bank. The broader market, 1/3% higher, and the Nifty heat map up on your screen. HCL Tech, as Rima pointed out, on one end, it's responding to numbers, and on the other end, you've got Dr. Reddy, Cipla, and actually a bunch of pharma names. But it's overwhelmingly in the green. And then you can see that blue stock, right? I mean, that's Tata Motors commercial vehicles. We'll have the rate up for you in a bit. Rima.
Well, the interesting mover today is LG Balakrishnan. It's not connected to LG Electronics. It just shares the first two, letters, LG. But that's a stock which I last checked and had opened with a gain of close to about 6%. But remember, it's unconnected to LG Electronics. LG Balakrishnan is an Indian company. It operates in the automotive space. But the street is clearly getting excited. But as Prashant pointed out, the top gainer right now is HCL Tech. The street likes the performance. The stock is at 1523, a gain of nearly about 2%. Other IT companies are also moving up. Tech Mahindra, which reports numbers later today, post-market hours, has opened with a gain of 1%. Here, the street is watching. The investors are tracking whether the margin improvement, continues. The company had laid out a 3-year roadmap for a turnaround under Mohit Joshi that comes to an end in FY27, so 1.5 years to go. But by the end of it, Tech Mahindra wants to achieve margins of 15% and industry-leading growth. The progress to getting there will be tracked very closely. So Tech Mahindra, Wipro, Infosys all up in the green. Reliance Industries has opened up higher, up nearly about 0.5%. Metal names active. It's a fresh 52-week high on Tata Steel and Hindalco with a surge of close to about 1%. Geo Financial gaining ground. On the way down, some pharma names are a bit subdued. Cipla, Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's in the red, and Maruti Suzuki is down close to about 0.5%.
Well, that's right, Rima. A few stocks that deserve special mention. Hindustan Zinc, that one's up close to 3%. That's the only play that you have on silver. It's going to be tricky, but that has silver exposure, so that's why that stock continues to move up. It's up close to 3%. Float as well, reasonably limited on that one. The other two stocks that we pointed out earlier today was MCX. The premium on a daily basis is moving up. That's another way of playing this entire move with regard to commodities melt up. So that stock continues to move up 3.5%. BS is the other one. As we said, that weekly contract, risk to those contracts could be receding a little bit after our colleague Yash had broken that story yesterday. The stock is up close to around 3% on the back of that. So good move is what we are seeing. Another interesting name, which could be a bit of a positive rub-off, is overnight you had Bloom Energy, and data center. There was a deal that was linked between Brookfield as well as Bloom Energy. They have announced a tie-up worth around $5 billion. And because of that, a stock like MTAR could be in focus because it's a key supplier of hot boxes to Bloom Energy. So that explains why MTAR is up close to around 3%. Volume's not very, very high, but that stock's doing well. And KEC, management joined us earlier today. They were celebrating the order win. They said that the pipeline's looking good as well. So that's up another 2%. In RBL Bank, unconfirmed reports suggest that, in fact, there could be a deal in the works. We'll have to see what happens. Stock has been a relative outperformer. Today up close to around 2%. Prashant.
No, absolutely. So lots happening, right? I mean, in terms of individual names, individual stocks as well. So it's 70 points for now, 25,286 at this stage, at this point in time.